Hey, good evening, y'all. So, I'm just getting ready to hit the hay, and I had a thought. Now, this has to do with the mandates, the ones he just passed, or the threats that he's making. The only way that he can force all of his treachery upon us is via martial law. That's right. That is the one act or the one declaration that he can do via executive authority. He's talking about getting governors out of his way. He's talking about our patience is running thin. He's making bold ass threats against our livelihoods as civilized Americans, as free loving Americans, telling us it's not about uh, freedom of choice. It's not about it's not about our rights. It's not about any of that bullshit. So let me So I'm going to say this. He can do all that shit that he has said he wanted to do in a fucking heartbeat. Hell, he can do literally whatever he wants under the guise of martial law. Because when a sitting president at any time declares a state of martial law and effectively goes full bore with it, that upon declaration, that effectively suspends our rights. If you don't believe me, look it up. So once rights are suspended, then they can go ahead and roll out the tanks and start fucking going door to door, jabbing everybody up. So be ready. Because if anybody thinks that he doesn't know this, is extremely arrogant and or ignorant. I'm going to use ignorant. Arrogant wasn't the right word. Definitely ignorant. Because even though everybody kind of thinks, oh yeah, Joe's just talking shit, there's something way bigger afoot. Knowing my history like I do, this is reminiscent of Eastern Europe back in the 1930s in the 1930s. Hitler did the same shit. He caused the problem and using the disguise of safety and security, pushed an agenda. Oh, it's for the children. It's for the children. There's a lot of that going around now too. Oh, it's for the children. It's always been about the children. Mm-mm. Um, you know, Biden is now demonizing an entire amount of, like, a shit ton of people. Everybody that, excuse me, everybody that wants to be, it's late. Everybody that wants to be free of a jab, he's calling them the enemy. He's calling us the enemy? Yeah. It looks like we're the one wearing the stars. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot the count. I'm a little rusty on this, but I believe Hitler committed genocide about 4 million Jews. Leave the answer in the comments section below in case I'm a little off. But I think it was roughly 4 million. He, Biden, is saying that there's 8 million people without the whiskey shot, minus the whiskey. If he can pressure just 4 million more people, something tells me we're going to see something we haven't seen since the early 30s. Ladies and gentlemen, we're approaching a pivotal moment in our country's history. We need to start really thinking about what's important. We need to really pull our heads out of our asses and get with the program on this. I, for one, will not wear that patch. They will not put a star on me. I'm not hiding under fucking floorboards, and I'm not hiding behind walls. But it's definitely ringing the same bells. I'm yawning because I'm tired. But it's ringing a lot of the same bells as World War II, as Nazi Germany. Like, and this is extremely disturbing. Ladies and gentlemen, I urge you to stay strong and stand firm. This is just the beginning. You know, I was watching The Angry Prepper on his channel, The Angry Truth, and Jason he's a good dude, man. He knows, he's a smart man. And shout out to you, Jason. Thank you for your service, brother. But yeah, I mean, he's saying a lot of the same things because he sees it too, and so do a lot of other people. We're not the only ones. But this is scary. The way Jason put it, he said that this is pretty much a really, really long intro. Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, this winter is going to be extremely difficult. Much more than anybody has ever thought possible. Don't cower to these asshats. Don't do it. Trust your better judgment. Go with your, stand by your convictions. Because those who stand strong and stand by their convictions will benefit in the end. Because I, for one, will not let my brothers and sisters starve to death. Nope. We're going to need to rely on each other to get through this winter. Fuck all that left and right bullshit. It's irrelevant at this point. Every divisive argument being narrated by the mainstream media, by the White House, by social media, it's all irrelevant. It literally has nothing to do with what's coming. It's like walking through thick fucking mud. You gotta get through the shit, but that has nothing to do with what's coming. And what the real problem is, a lot of people wonder what's coming. You know, hey, holy shit, this is gonna get bad. Yeah, it's gonna get bad. But what's gonna happen next? Well, if history tells us anything, it's that next is when they start actively making moves. And now I'm not talking about mandate shit. I'm talking about suspending your rights shit under the guise of safety and security. When they start locking us down again, saying, oh, martial law, the military's in control now. And it is possible. Abso-fucking-lutely. He can flip that switch tomorrow. Sure, people are going to be all pissed off, but you know what? Under the guise of martial law, we do have a national threat at the border, with the fucking all the Afghanis that are running around on our home soil, getting brought over from Ramstein. Like, dude, we have a significant threat in this country already. The unvaccinated are not the problem. It's the hundreds of thousands of people coming in from our southern border. God only knows where half of them are from. Trust me, we got bigger fish to fry. So with all that calamity coming through the pipeline, it's all going to build toward one final move. All there needs to be for this to work for Biden is a manufactured crisis. That means another 9/11 or an attack of some sort created and carried out by our government to instill fear on the American people just enough to enact a martial law scenario, effectively rendering all of us useless, unfree, suspended until further notice. And I know there's going to be some people out there that are going to be like, no, you're wrong. They ain't going to do that. Yeah, okay. Unless you got a better fucking idea how that shit's coming, let me know, by all means. But I'm just telling you what I'm seeing on the wall. I think we're looking at World War II all over again. You know? Convention of States, yeah, that's a great idea. And let's see if it holds, and let's see how much water that shit's going to hold. Believe me, I'm all for it, and I'm working hard to fucking get there. But at 16, almost 17 states, we need 34 fucking states. I don't know if we'll get that in time, but I pray to God we do. The 25th Amendment can't come fast enough. Midterms can't come fast enough. That shit ain't gonna fucking work. That's out the window. Ladies and gentlemen, we are living in a modern day. We are living in Nazi Germany. (2021) Motherfucker, this is like the Fourth Reich. Insane. I will not comply. And let me say this one thing. Yeah, how we are in the unjabbed are very much like the Jews of the Holocaust of Nazi Germany under Hitler's rule. Hitler made them look like the bad people. Oh, the Jews were unclean, they're dirty, they're this, they're that, they're dangerous. He's Joe Biden singing the very same tune against the unvaccinated. Everybody knows it. And it's sad. But this is the same shit. Same story, different book. But it's the same fucking story. He's playing it out little by little, I'm telling you. But the one thing that we have that the Jewish people didn't have back then were firearms and a constitution. Well, they had firearms, but correction, they had firearms, but Hitler, he went around and took them all away under the guise of safety, saying, "Oh, our children are hurting themselves. We gotta keep the guns out of the hands of the population, so that way we could save the children." So they disarmed the Jewish population, effectively rendering them shit out of luck. And then they came in and they took them all away. That's where we're headed. But they're not going to take away the guns. See, that's the thing. We have guns, and it's in our Constitution to own guns. So for that, we are lucky. But make no mistake, the day those two words, martial law, come out of that fucknut's mouth, you're going to see a whole new level of bad you never even thought existed. You think this is something? Just wait. It's gonna be a very dark winter. Yeah. That's a government project. Look it up. Operation Dark Winter. And a lot of people, they're seeing these Walmarts that are empty or getting emptied out, and you're seeing military there and contractors and shit. Remember that project, Jade Helm? Back from a while ago? That shit's been running around the internet for like the last fucking 7-8 years. However the fuck long it's been out. Guess what? There's a part in this that has a part. They're all connected. They're all connected. You'll see. And with that, I leave you with have a very good night, folks. Remember, Read your history and then put it together. You'll see what I'm telling you is correct. But with that said, have a great night, guys. Be safe, keep your head on a swivel, like, subscribe, share, and I'll catch you on the next one. Good night.